Yo, what's up, my geeks and dweebs? If you a fucking dork, move around. This is a channel for geeks and dweebs. I don't like dorks. So if you a dork, move the fuck around. But anyway, what's up, geeks and dweebs? I'm in here with my dirty ass shirt. Just got off work. This my undershirt. You feel me? I was just that thirsty to get here and give y'all this chapter review today. I'm behind. Let's like 3 reviews. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about real quick how I did do chapter 148 and 149 together. I reviewed those. I did a whole super review. Recorded it and all. But my OBS studio wouldn't save the recording. I guess I had to go to some updates and stuff. But that was like did that video. I reviewed chapter 40 1148. I reviewed that chapter alone 3 times on camera before I just said, you know what? Fuck it. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. So we're gonna review chapter 149 and then go on to 150 because I'm just taking out the 1,000, y'all. So let me say it for the fucking dorks that's still around. Cause I've been told y'all to move the fuck around. The dweebs and geeks know what I'm talking about. But for the dorks that's still around. Chapter 1149. We're going to review that and then we're going to move to 1150. Okay. So instead of trying to do a super record and a super review, because I don't want my shit to fuck up again, I'm just going to record this first one, upload that, go right into the next recording. Okay. All right. So, just a quick review or recap of 1148 since I'm not going back there. Robin and Chopper finally came out the beard. Let's start there. Robin and Chopper finally came out the beard, so Robin came out swinging. Chopper didn't want to fight. Robin tried to take down Summer because they had the little girl Ronja walking the plank. You feel me? Um, they was using her to walk the plank while threatening Ja Rule, telling him, "Fo, if you don't burn down the school and the library, we gonna jump Shorty off the plank, fo." Yarua folded. He told them to burn the library. And we gonna hit this blunt one time for motherfucking Ronja. That was a stand up ass child. Wish y'all could have seen the review that I did of that chapter, but Ronja was a stand up child with the same mentality that I had. Though that knowledge and the preservation of those books is worth so much more than honestly a couple of individual lives. But yeah, shout out Ronja. Glad she survived. And Scopper mowed down motherfucking Saint Summers in the most doggish way possible. I'm talking about he mowed this man down. Folks didn't see it coming, bro. Folks didn't see it coming. And with the no regeneration and all that, folks gotta be dead. He better be dead. Because what's the whole purpose of Scopper doing that type of damage to folks as what's the purpose of the damage Scopper doing not being of pointing out to us that it can't be regenerated if the nigga's still alive? I mean, but he is immortal, so you never know. Because theoretically, cutting the immortal person in half, they'll still be alive, right? They are immortal. They can't die no matter what. So it all depends on are they really immortal with the powers of Emu or are they not immortal? Well, apparently they are immortal because you think how Saint Saturn's the moment that power got stripped from him, he turned into dust and died. That was the only thing keeping him alive for so long. So yeah, Summer's most likely not dead. It ain't gonna be that easy. He just got introduced as a holy knight. He's not a throwaway character. He is not gonna be that easy. All right, let's get into it, y'all. We're gonna smoke about half this blunt 'cause I gotta keep some for my next review. We're gonna be here for about I'm gonna be here for about an hour. Okay, maybe a little bit more. All right, so let's get going into the chapter. So yeah, that's where we left off last chapter with Scopper mowing down Summers. Everybody shocked. They like, who is that? You feel me? So I kind of got the reviews mixed up. I told y'all I did 1,147. I mean 1,148 and 1,149 already. So I have seen this chapter already. I'm just reading it again to go over it with y'all before I jump into the next chapter because I can't have three missing chapters on my page, okay? I gave up on 1,148. I gave up on that one. I did it too many times for it to not work. But I can't have too many missing from my page, okay? So this is actually the chapter we're gonna see Scopper mow Summers ass down, okay? So yeah, let's talk about it. We got Summers on his back with his legs up in the air, mouth open, you feel me? And Scopper don't went through him with the axe like that, striking a pose. He's striking his Black Widow pose, okay? He's such a poser, okay? I know. And we got everybody in the background like, who is that? Oh wow, because these people ain't met Scopper yet. Notice, quote in the background, we got Nami, Jimbe, Usopp, Robin, and Brooke. I think none of them met Scopper except for Nami. Nami is the only one who met Scopper. So Summer on the floor screaming, Usopp like, what? It worked on him. How? What did he do? And Scopper's answer to that was, I'm rusty. I be tired of these old ass, cool ass niggas in anime. Don't want to give you no straight ass answer. I always gotta leave you some type of cool ass quote. I need to step out, go get me another lighter in a minute. But yeah, you could have just answered the question. I'm rusty. All right. So then we got Scopper twirling his knives because he going back into action. He ain't playing with it. He flipped that bitch around to get it in a better position. And then he launches right in at Summers. Summer launches a move called Thorn Salation, which makes some armament hockey coated thorn not thorns but vines with the thorns on it come out the ground. And those vines come up as like a barrier and it parries Scopper's attack. Summer then peels out by doing a couple of flips backwards as he questions Scopper on what the hell he doing in Elbath in the first place. Hit this blunt, y'all. My fault. Hit it again. Three hit pass. The pass to Doobie. Right? Got my picture for my son's birthday, y'all. Family time, family matters. That's the rosters. That's us. Love my little family. Family matters, y'all. All right. So as he questions Scoppers for what he's doing here, Scopper then tells him like he feel me. Like don't even waste your time asking boring questions, you feel me? Like Scopper just wanna fight at this point. And then we got Nami explaining how she met Scopper at the castle. And everybody is, oh wow, they going through all his accolades. He's calling his father. He was a part of the Roger Pirates, and he was the left hand of the Pirate King. Now, in this statement, we also have confirmation that Scopper is equal to Rayleigh. He literally says he's the left arm of the of the king of the pirates and the counterpart to Rayleigh. They updated the translations on here because when I was reading this originally, it says it said he was equal to Rayleigh. Literally said he was equal to Rayleigh or something like that. But either way it goes, you feel me? They can reword it. It still says he's the counterpart to Rayleigh. Now the reason why that's important, Hit Blunt, is because that's confirmation for that Sanji is going to be by the end of the series, or probably already is at the time, Zoro's equal. He don't need fucking conquerors hockey. You feel me? He got his own mix up going on. Stop playing with Sanji, boy. On phone them grave, y'all playing with my boy. On my mama. Folks ass, it's confirmed because if Sanji is Scopper and Rayleigh is Zoro and Luffy is Gold Rogers, that says it all. I don't gotta say no more. Zoro fans, eat that up. Sanji is fucking relevant, okay? And if you can't tell, Sanji my favorite straw hat, so put some respect on his name. All right, so they still dialoguing. Robin's getting ready to try to jump into the fray again to help Scopper, but she's tied up from the little confrontation she had with Summers in the last chapter, so she can't move. Jinbei got to remind her, like it's best that you don't even do that because his powers, you feel me, are like a direct counter to yours. All right, I feel like my vent not working. Hmm. Okay, so moving on. We then cut over to more of Scopper and Summers clashing with each other. And then Scopper throws an attack at Summer called, Summer throws an attack at Scopper called Thorn Hunt, Crimson Lotus Hell. What that move is, he just makes like a bunch of thorns come out the ground. And while the thorns coming out the ground to try to trap Scopper by launching him into the air, Summer then throws vines with thorns from the overhead to try to catch Scopper while he in the air. But Scopper being Scopper Caban, the right hand of the Pirate King, you feel me? Bro. Was he the right hand or the left hand? Yeah, the left hand of the Pirate King does an attack because he's in a hurry. Like he tells Summer, I'm in a hurry. So he kind of like spins with the axis and just destroys all the vines and literally throws the axe. No, he doesn't throw the axe. So he cuts through Summers' attack, launches at Summers, literally cuts right through him like butter, and then just continues to run off. Like, let's let y'all take a look. You see, he lunges at the man and slices him down like butter. He throws the attack, where you can see Crimson low as hell. Scopper tells him I'm in a hurry, cuts through that. Summer says, come on, because Scopper is still coming. Scopper sliced right through him with a move called Axe Symphony. Summer's bloody, torso chopped in half, falling down. Scopper hits the ground, flips, and just keeps running. The disrespect. Didn't even look back. So, as Summers fall backwards, he falls onto his own thorns, which causes him to get stuck. You feel me? As you guys can see, and we got Chopper chasing him, chasing Scopper down. Chopper chasing Scopper because Chopper is really trying to analyze and see if he can, get a glimpse of how Scopper is hurting these guys just by watching them. So we cut back over to the school, and the library is now burning now. We got the teacher, Angie, with Killingham telling her, good job, you done enough, you feel me? Theoretically sticking it to her because he like, I'm gonna burn the rest down for you, but I just wanted to stick it to you by making you start the fire on your own. You feel me? Like he wanted to make it hurt. And after she got the fire as good and started, he like, all right, that's enough. Don't worry about it. I'll do the rest. Talking about some you proving yourself obedient. I need a different lighter. I'll be back. Right? So he on his way to shoot the last arrow that's gonna set, I guess, the remaining part of the library on fire. He does that. Boom. Robin gets there. She see the library burning. Saul's down on his ass crying. Ja Rule crying. And everybody trying to comfort him and letting him know it's not your fault. You feel me? He theoretically did what he got to do. So Killingham informs Gunko that the fires are burning, and Gunko then says, "All right, no need to make the child jump the plank if they did what they were supposed to do." So she bringing the kid back. And the little girl Ronja is just really torn up about it, bro. She like, damn, I'm sorry that I'm alive, because she she really get what's going on right now, the importance of them schools and them books being burnt, for. So we got Scopper now closing in on Gunko, because remember his whole mission is to save his son. And as he's closing the gap on her, he telling her that, they have no rights to take the culture, children, and the troops away from the culture and the history. You feel me? Children and troops. He telling her you have no right to take these things away from the giants. You feel me? Gunko don't get no fuck. She like, you know, if you resist against us, we still gonna kill these kids, right? And all of the kids see him. They see your son. They calling him your son here, Mr. Ya. And then Scopper screams out, but he not screaming. He thinking in his head like, "Don't speak up, Colin." And Colin does exactly what he didn't want him to do. This dumbass screams out, "Daddy!" So now Gunko, who looks and she catches that, she now understands she has leverage over Scopper. That's his damn son. So as Scopper tries to close the distance, Gunko then jumps into action with that arrow. She's arrow surfing right up to motherfucking Scopper's child's, and she gets right up on his neck, as you guys can see with a sword. Now in his next sequence, Scopper is anticipating what he's gonna do. He's telling Colin, hang in there, you feel me? He know he could just close the gap in a second if you needed to, you feel me? But he having all these emotions going on. So he like, I gotta be fast, really fast if I want to make this work. He having all these flashbacks. So he uses observation hockey before anything to see how it would go. Now he has advanced observation hockey, so it's like a future sight hit blunt. So it's like a future sight. So he peers into the future and see that every attempt he makes to try to stop Gunko fails. So he just gives up, tell Gunko don't do it, and Gunko shoots him in the chest with 3 arrows. 3 big ass arrows at that. Like these ain't no small arrows piercing that man. And he falls to the underworld. Now, right as that is happening, as Scopper is falling, we got Colin screams out, "Daddy!" You feel me, in despair. And him screaming out "Daddy" kind of triggered something in Gunko where she then sees a memory of some lady crying. And then the next memory she sees is a silhouette of her, it looks like as a younger child in Brooke, because you got the yo ho ho laugh. And he says, well, you see, my dream is to be a pirate. We see that sword, the hair, the silhouette looks like Brooke. So Gunko looks up and she look at Brooke. She like, Brooke, is that you? Because her memory came back. I guess she was under mind control. And then right as that is happening, we see that her body is taken over clearly by Emu. Not only because it says allow Mu to show you the dominance of a god, but we see Emu's eye pattern now in Gunko's eyes. And then while the speech dialogue is going on, we have Killingham who gives it up. He says the great Emu. So Emu was telling them when she showed up, it's like, what's taking so long? At the moment, the Holy Land is a sea of fire. We need great numbers. So then Emu says, allow Mu to show you the domain of God. So Emu showed up to help them wrap things up here because they need them back in Mirajuad. The land of the gods is burning. They on fire. Okay, that's what's going on right now. So I guess it sounds like honestly the Revolutionary Army don't made they move. Cause even as far back as Elbath, I'm not Elbath, Egghead, when Puma made it to Marine's Wild right when him and Akainu was getting ready to square off before he ran, the Celestial Dragons was questioning Akainu. They like, hey, you feel me? My favorite food is steak. They short on supply. He was like, that's never happened before. What's going on with the food sources? So the Revolutionary Army had already been blocking off their food sources and starving them for a long time now, since Egghead, you feel me on bro. And I think they really don't took the next step of their plan now off screen and they actually attacking. That's why Mary is on fire right now. and Emu trying to get everybody to come back. All right, so we gonna end this here, and we gonna get into the next chapter. Okay. All right, so y'all just it's gonna be two videos uploaded back to back. So if you got this far, just go click to the next video. That's why I ain't said see you later or next time or nothing in the third. But yeah, we gonna get into the next one.